What's up, YouTube? You already know, it's your boy Sticks, and we're going back in the mix. So check this out. If this is the first time you're coming across my channel, do me a favor. Hit that like and subscribe button. It would help out the channel, and I greatly appreciate it. On this channel, I talk about everything locked up related. Sometimes I tell you my lockup stories. Sometimes I'm doing reaction videos. Today, we're going to be talking about Charleston White. So rumor has it, he shot himself inside of a nightclub. Supposedly, he was getting a dance, went to go adjust himself, and the gun went off. Now, some people say twice, but we at least know it went off and struck him once. Now, I don't know what type of gun he carries or whatever, but it's clear to me that it wasn't in a holster, that it wasn't properly secured. And where I'm from, even if you are allowed to carry a firearm, you are not allowed to be around no alcohol. So if you're on any type of drugs while carrying that firearm, you will be facing charges. Not only that, they're going to take your gun permit from you. You won't be able to carry a gun. So there's still a lot of questions coming out to exactly what happened. Was he under the influence? You know, how many times did it really go off? Did he lose his manhood? Look, I cannot think of a better person for this to happen to. Now, I don't wish that the guy would die or nothing like that. I just don't like the fact that he talks ill of the dead. I don't like anybody that builds a channel off of talking about people who's passed away. It always makes me question the type of people that follow him. I've seen his live videos where he's on there telling them, if you keep commenting, I'm going to block you. And he just goes all the way down the screen blocking his subscribers. He has absolutely no respect for anybody. His subscribers, himself, anybody. And in that video where he made Soldier Boy, he said he practiced his whole life to do that. He should have probably took some time to practice firearm training. And then maybe he wouldn't have cheddar bobbed himself. I cannot wait till he gets out and see what he has to say. And I know there's going to be a lot of people on social media on his neck. And it's well deserved. Because Charleston White, he's one of them fools that acts like he's untouchable. Nobody's going to do nothing to him. Well, the fact of the matter is nobody might have to do anything to him. He's liable to do it to himself. He's a complete fool. And anybody who supports him, I cannot understand why. Now, don't get me wrong. The guy's intelligent. He'll say some stuff that makes sense, but then he'll turn right around in the same sentence and say some stuff that just wiped all of that out. I've never heard anybody come on social media and speak the way Charleston White does. It's almost like the guy has a death wish. Now, I know that there's a lot of people on YouTube that's really not living like that, and they're saying that they are, and if they ever see Charleston White, something's going to happen. I agree with him on that. It's probably not going to happen. But at the same time, when you're talking about somebody's dead relative, father, son, uncle, brother, whatever the case may be, you are getting too personal into people's life. And that's when you cross that line with me. So even if I wanted to laugh at some of the stuff he says, I can't, because I don't agree with the way he thinks. Now, if Charleston White is facing any charges for this whatever you want to call it. I call it negligence, whatever. I'm sure he knows enough police officers where he's at that he could get himself out of it. Or he can just tell on somebody. But this guy says he's city council and doing all this other stuff. If you ask me, he is no kind of role model for kids or for anybody. He's just a bitter old man who comes on the internet and talks crazy. And that's why people watch him. They want to see the drama. They want to see him fail. But they're not going to just say that. They're going to act like supporters and then talk behind his back. The difference with me is I'm willing to stand up and tell somebody, I just don't agree with the way you think. I don't agree with the person you are. I don't have to be accepted. And I know my content is not for everybody. And I'm fine with that. I do try to stay out of the drama as much as I can. But when I hear people like him talking about what he said about the school shootings and all that, that's when I have to flip that switch and make these types of videos. Really, I would like to just come on here, do my reaction videos, tell my stories, and leave it at that. But there's some people on the internet that just have to be called out. It's just the way it is. Real recognize real, and he's the farthest thing from real that I've seen in a long time. So, I like to see when he gets out of the hospital exactly what he has to say. Now just know, supposedly he was shot in the leg. Eyewitnesses say there was blood coming through his pants. He was rolling around on the ground. One of his homeboys actually picked him up and took off with him. Put him in the SUV and got out of there. Got him to the hospital. Now, you have to realize you have arteries in your leg. So even a leg shot doesn't sound that bad. You could still bleed out from a leg shot. Now, like I said, I would never hope or wish anything extra on this guy. I just find it to be humorous that he goes on his channel. My bad. Either way, this guy should not be playing with guns. That's just the way I look at it. But hey, look, until next time, hold your head, stay out of lockup, and don't be like Charleston White, whatever you do. He is not a role model, I promise.